It's Flashcards Friday, and today we're taking a closer look at something that shows up every November. Tryptophan. Yes, that mysterious amino acid that gets blamed every year for the legendary post-Thanksgiving nap. Turkey is the star witness, but the question remains, is the turkey really guilty? But first, a word from my advertisers. Today, we are unpacking the science behind tryptophan, what it actually is, how it works inside the body, and why it becomes synonymous with sleepiness after Thanksgiving. And because this is math science history, we're going to go beyond the myth and explore the beautifully measurable chemistry behind one of our most comforting holiday traditions. Tryptophan is an essential amino acid, meaning your body cannot make it, so you have to eat it. Turkey has it, but so do chicken, cheese, tofu, peanuts, and even chocolate. And yet, year after year, turkey gets the fame and the blame. But here's the thing. The truth is richer, more nuanced, and much more interesting. Tryptophan isn't a sleep switch. It's a biochemical storyteller. And its story involves mood, rest, carbs, ratios, and yes, the very math behind how your body decides where it goes. So, let's open the book on tryptophan. How does it actually work in your body? Okay, to picture tryptophan's job, imagine it as one traveler in a crowded airport terminal. This airport is your bloodstream. The terminal is the blood-brain barrier. And every amino acid, the entire cast, wants to board the same gate. It is a transporter that allows them into the brain. Tryptophan is not the pushy one in the group. If anything, it wants to wait politely behind bulkier, more assertive competitors. So how does tryptophan ever make it through? Well, there's carbohydrates. Yes, the rolls, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and all the delicious stuff that's bad for us. That is the plot twist in this biochemical drama. Here's the simplified chain of events. First, you load up on your Thanksgiving feast, especially carbs. Then your blood sugar rises. But insulin comes to the rescue. You see, this insulin escorts most competing amino acids into muscle tissue. Suddenly, tryptophan's crowded boarding gate clears, and then tryptophan finally slips into the brain. Once it arrives, it is converted into serotonin, your neurotransmitter for mood, calm, and emotional balance. Later, serotonin can become melatonin, which regulates sleep. So, tryptophan does affect relaxation, but it needs help. It needs the math to work out in its favor. It needs the ratio between itself and all the other amino acids to shift so that it can win the race. Without that ratio change, turkey alone isn't doing much. And this brings us to one of the biggest misconceptions. Turkey has no more tryptophan than many other foods. In fact, several vegetarian foods outscore it. And because not everyone celebrates Thanksgiving with turkey, some of my listeners love a good plant-based option, myself included, and I'm not even vegetarian. Don't even get me started on Gardine's plant-based turkey roast. Gardine. I'm begging of you, please don't eat that ham. I haven't even been eating turkey yet. Okay. I had to channel Dolly, especially around Thanksgiving, because she always teaches us to be grateful. But Gardine, this is not a paid ad. Gardine is so good. It's stuffed with wild rice, cranberries, and kale, and I love Gardine. Okay, let's talk about vegetarian sources of tryptophan. I'm going to get off the Gardine wagon now. Some of the highest tryptophan foods on earth are vegetarian, including edamame, tofu, pumpkin seeds, oats or oat bran, buckwheat, lentils, and chickpeas. So yes, the classical post-meal calm is available even without the gobble. In fact, if you pair tofu or chickpeas with complex carbs, you create the exact same biochemical environment for tryptophan absorption that a Thanksgiving plate does. So if you are serving up food for vegetarians and vegans, I might recommend a few things like tofu and a buckwheat bowl with pumpkin seeds, or a grain salad with chickpeas, roasted squash and oats, edamame and quinoa with a sprinkle of sesame and sunflower seeds, and for breakfast, some oatmeal topped with chia or pumpkin seeds. Chia! I can't stop singing. Again, not a paid placement. It's just Chia Pets make the best office gifts. If you are interested in any of these delicious vegetarian recipes, come visit me at mathsciencehistory.com and check out the recipes. And while you're there, click on that coffee button and make a donation to Math Science History, because with your donations, we can keep the podcast up and running. And for that, we are eternally grateful. So, even with a meatless dinner, carbs help shift the amino acid ratio so that tryptophan can enter the brain more easily. And whether your plate includes turkey or tofu, stuffing or buckwheat, the math of tryptophan absorption stays the same. Now that the mystery is cleared up, let's step into the emotional side of the story. Yes, emotions. Because tryptophan's most meaningful role isn't about sleepiness, it's about serotonin, mood and calm. Serotonin plays a powerful role in emotional regulation, social bonding, and the sense of contentment. Researchers have long noticed that higher serotonin activity is often associated with empathy and gratitude. Gratitude is not just an emotional experience. It has a biological signature. When we feel grateful, the parts of the brain associated with calmness and emotional resilience light up. These regions depend on neurotransmitters, serotonin included, that trace their origins back to amino acids like tryptophan. This doesn't mean tryptophan creates gratitude, but it does create a biochemical environment in which gratitude becomes easier to access, especially after a warm meal, a quiet moment, or a shared laugh with someone you love. And there is something elegant in the way it all adds up, because gratitude, like math, compounds. A small moment of thankfulness becomes one term in a growing series. The more you notice, the richer the sum becomes. Tiny observations, a warm blanket, leftover pie, a restful weekend, a board game with the fam become elements in a broader emotional equation. And that's the beauty here. Biological processes that begin with microscopic molecules can ripple outward into something profoundly human. So the day after Thanksgiving, while people may still be teasing turkey for being a sleep agent, there's a deeper story unfolding. Your body has been doing chemistry. Your brain has been doing math. And your emotions have been summing up the moments that matter. Turkey didn't do that. Tofu didn't do that. You did that. You are the mathematician in this story. So whether your holiday plate had turkey or tofu, stuffing or squash, tryptophan is part of the quiet chemistry that supports mood, calm, and reflection. And in this season that celebrates gratitude, it's the perfect reminder that even the smallest elements can create the biggest ripple effects. Until next time, carpe diem.